Hey everyone, good evening, and across Central Oregon on this Wednesday, we are wrapping up the day with quite the sight across the high desert. I've been getting pictures in from all over Central Oregon of this gorgeous sunset, but this is just another round of changes that we're looking at through the next couple of days. We still have one more cold front to roll through the high desert. That's bringing even more precipitation before it gets chilly and we begin to calm down just for a little bit. So our active weather pattern is not over, but just take a moment, take in this sight. Tonight across Central Oregon, we have gorgeous views as clouds are thinning out and that sunshine is reflecting on the bottom, off the bottom of the cloud cover, coming back to wherever you are, making for such a gorgeous view. Now, the next couple of days, we are still looking at some periods of overnight fog, some of that freezing fog, more showers, and even a little bit of light snow for parts of the high desert. So let's do a deep dive into your most reliable forecast. I am Darrell Winninger, Chief Meteorologist at Central Oregon Daily News, and we are about to jump right into what you can expect through the rest of this holiday week and this Thanksgiving weekend. So we're going to kick things off just with this view that we have. Each one of these cameras, spectacular sights across the high desert, and the pictures that I've been getting in from each and every one of you are just as gorgeous. I'll have some of those tonight on Central Oregon Daily News, but let's go ahead and just look at what we have been seeing. Even as of the last couple of hours, there are still some sprinkles for parts of the Tri-County area, but as that clearing line continues to work its way even further to the north, we're getting this gorgeous sunset. Now, this is part of a warm front that's rolling through the Pacific Northwest, and with this warm front, temperatures did bump up again. In fact, we've been running between 2 and 12 degrees warmer than just 24 hours ago, and we're solidly getting into the warm sector of this next system. And the warm sector is just that the warm front is already passed, the cold front is still yet to come. And that means that with southerly winds, more moisture, more warm air advection over Central Oregon. And what that really is setting the stage for tonight in particular, not every time, but specifically with tonight, we are looking at fog development through the Tri-County area. And some of this fog could become dense. Now, our low is still well offshore, and we were just looking at blend of infrared and visible satellite imagery, but as the sun sets, it's obviously harder to use visible satellite, and we turn our attention to infrared satellite imagery. All the white lines, those are pressure or isobars and equal lines of pressure, and where you see them tightly stacked up next to each other, we call that a steep gradient. Over the high desert right now, we just have a light breeze, but look out over the Pacific Ocean, pretty much over my head in this camera, and what we're seeing is that with those tightly stacked isobars, we do have stronger winds right around the low pressure center, but we are getting under a ridge of high pressure briefly, and that high is going to bring with it dry air, and outside of what we're seeing on the surface, over where these areas of fog develop, it's going to be dry, but some surface clouds are expected, some fog is expected, and where temperatures are really falling back down through the 30s and into the 20s, we are looking at the potential of some freezing fog. So that happens through the overnight hours, and then by tomorrow our next cold front starts to roll in. This cold front will bring with it some scattered showers. Winds get breezy across the high desert, and then in and out clouds are expected. By Friday, the tail end of this system rolls through the region, bringing a few flurries and sprinkles to parts of the high desert, and then by Saturday another system rolls in. So already right now in Madras we do have 100% humidity, 92% humidity in Warm Springs. So we're going to take a pause with what we're seeing right now, and I'm going to look up at another set of cameras. Now, typically when you get up to 100% humidity, that means that fog is setting in, and it looks like some limited visibility in Madras off in the distance, but as of right now, roads are damp. It doesn't look like we have too much in the way of fog. And I'm trying to find another set of cameras real quick just to see around Jefferson County to see if there is a little bit of fog developing somewhere. So bear with me. I'm going to find it real quick, and I'm going to drop it here into the show. And I do know that the Warm Springs camera is an old image. We're waiting on that to be fixed by ODOT. Now, it does look like around Culver we have some fog, reduced visibility, 97 at Cow Canyon, so right on the Wasco Jefferson County line. We do have some reduced visibility, some fog, so it already looks like some of this fog is setting up, and through tonight it is going to become dense for parts of the high desert. Meanwhile, highs today Saturday were in the 50s and 40s, or I should say highs in the last 24 hours. Currently, those temperatures are pretty much in the 40s with a few 30s on the map, and we're actually running between 2 and 10 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago. Tonight we fall down to near and below freezing. Many of us bottom out in the 20s. Tomorrow we are back into the 50s, and our changing weather pattern really takes a lead with the cold front that pushes through on Thursday. So for Turkey Day on Thanksgiving, more showers are expected, highs in the 50s with some 40s. By Friday, it gets chilly. Where we have some precipitation, it looks like it could be rainy and snow shower activity, and then some snow showers possible late Saturday as that low you see out over the Pacific Ocean pumps a little bit more moisture into the region and rolls through. So between now and Saturday at 11 p.m., we are getting wet with more showers. A little bit of snow is going to be possible, and for the most part, our temperature trend shows a big cool down until we get to Monday. Temperatures back above average for this time of the year by then. So let's take a quick look at a forecast model. We only have a couple of minutes until the 5 o'clock show starts, so we're going to make this one quick. Our forecast model does have some areas of fog developing overnight. Looks like Wasco, Jefferson, and parts of Deschutes County, maybe even parts of Crook County, and then some light showers. Now, the tail end of this cold front swings through central Oregon Friday morning. That's where we could get the wintry mix, then clearing. A few more pockets of fog overnight, and by Saturday, another system rolls into the high desert, mostly Saturday night going into Sunday, and this is where we could catch a little bit of snow actually accumulating on the ground, just not as much as we need, especially not in the Cascades. And going all the way through next week, it looks like in and out clouds are expected once again. So for the most part, we are going to get wet. We are looking at some snow, just not much in the way of totals. So let's quickly time that out between now and tomorrow evening. Some showers are expected. This is the cold front rolling through. By Saturday night going into Sunday, some light snow totals are going to be possible. Not much though. Going back and forth between rain to snow, it looks like we could get up to 1.5 inches, but that'll be stretching it. Now, gusts are pretty much not happening right now. We do have a gentle breeze across the high desert, but watch this. Tomorrow, winds get breezy as that cold front rolls through, and we're back down to a light breeze for Friday. So for tonight, expect 30s and 20s. Areas of fog are expected tomorrow, scattered showers. 50s with a few 40s possible, and here is that 7-day planner. We do have roller coaster temperatures all the way, but tomorrow we get a little bit more mild. Winds get breezy. Some showers are expected by Friday. We do have a chance of some AM showers, but look at Saturday and Sunday. That's when we could actually get a little bit of snow, but temperatures are getting pretty chilly. We start to rebound early next week, and by Tuesday of next week, the next cooling trend begins. So a quick look at your weather headlines for this Wednesday, November the 26th. Freezing fog expected tonight. It'll be cold. It'll be cold across the high desert. Now, some showers are in the forecast for Thanksgiving with roller coaster temperatures on the way. That's the latest in weather. Join us tonight on Central Oregon Daily News. We'll have the latest headlines and your most reliable forecast. See you then.